Backed into a corner, see?
What is up, everyone? Welcome to Beyond the Box. This is going to be an episode of Corner Collector. It's been a while. It's good to be back. Today we're going to be unboxing the Sideshow Collectibles life-size Incredible Hulk bust, and it is quite the statement piece for sure. Today's video is a little different because technically it's not a brand new item. I already had it open, but I just had to do this video for a couple of reasons. One, Incredible Hulk is one of my favorite characters, comic book characters of all time. It's a huge part of the reason why I got into collecting, and I have quite a few pieces of him. Second, I sold this item, which hurt me a lot, but it's just way too big for a normal size person with a normal size house. You need like a mansion to house this bad boy. I had a very limited amount of time to do all this because time was ticking. But if you are interested in specs and details and what I think about the whole piece, stay tuned until after the product shots. I'll see you then. So, before getting into the specs and details and what I think of this beautiful bust, a little background as to how I acquired this piece. This journey of mine started all the way back in July of 2017, which is almost 8 years ago by the time I'm posting this video. 2017, back when things were slightly normal. Bought it from Sideshow Collectibles, and it was listed for $985. I couldn't afford it then. I technically can't afford it now. It's definitely the most expensive piece that I've bought for my collection, even 8 years later. But back then, in my infinite wisdom, I was like, I'll just put it on a monthly payment plan. That's how I can afford it. So yeah, that's what I did. So by the time I actually got the piece, it was end of 2017. And a few years later, November of 2023, I sold it on eBay. I made a little bit of profit. Not much after the eBay fees, but a little. And that was it. That was the journey of this piece. So yeah, let's get on to the specs and what have you. So for the size, this is all you need to see. Or maybe this. Moving on. No, I'm kidding. Here are the actual measurements. Its height is 26 inches with a width and depth of 21 inches. And it weighs 20 pounds. Also, I'm a big advocate for giving credit to artists. This is from Sideshow, but the artists involved are Ryan Peterson, Simon Garcia, and Casey Love. And if you are wondering about the edition size, keep wondering. I have no idea. The most information you'll find is on the Sideshow website, which just says limited edition, and that's it. It's even crazier thinking or knowing that years later they released a gray version of this bust, and that one does have a limit of 150. So kind of interesting. Now, on to my opinions of this piece. It can be a little challenging to be totally objective when it comes to something like this, seeing as how Hulk is one of my favorite comic book characters of all time, but nonetheless, I will try to be as much as I can. So when it comes to the design, the overall look, the sculpt, and the paint job, I have nothing but good things to say about this piece. It's an incredibly well done piece in every shape of the word. The skin color, the skin texture, even the little pores that you can see, the veining throughout the entire piece. You can find these veins popping out everywhere, even in spots that you probably won't even be able to see in where you display this. It's just incredible, the level of detail and the attention to detail that went into this piece everywhere. The teeth, the shine of the teeth, the enameling, the little wetness of the lips, almost like he's salivating. The little shine in his eyes, the detail on his hair and eyebrows. It's just really, really well done and truly amazing, especially if you see it in real life. And even the imperfections that you'll find on the skin, which might not be for everyone. You might not like that, but seeing as how this is a life-size bust, I think that adds to the sense of realism. It makes a piece more realistic. Same goes for why they went with this overall design, that almost Two-Face look where his teeth is showing on one side more than the other. The eye is open on one side more than the other. The eyebrow is going up a little on one side. I think that also adds to the realism. When it comes to the base itself is a very elegant and simple design. It has a very small footprint, the actual base, not the piece itself. And at the bottom of the base, you will just see the graphic Incredible Hulk with limited edition. Once again, this piece is not numbered. It's just limited. I don't think you can find how many they made unless I just couldn't find it myself. But if you do, let me know. So yeah, this is an amazing piece. You'll be in awe when and if you ever see this piece, both because of its size and just because of how detailed and amazing this piece looks. Would I recommend this? Let's see. So, a couple of factors for you to consider. One, this is sold out on Sideshow Collectibles. By the time I'm posting this video, it is almost 8 years after they released this piece, so you're not going to find it there. The only place that you will likely be able to find it is on eBay, and it's going to be at least double the price, so over $2,000 from when it was originally released at $985. So there's that. And also there's something to consider. I just noticed that might be a coincidence. I don't know. The postings that I saw on eBay were coming from China. So yeah, that's I'll just verify the authenticity. That's it. Might just be a coincidence. eBay's a lot safer and a lot more legit, and eBay does back you up if something doesn't go your way, but just something to consider. Second thing is, if you've never bought a life-size piece before, which I never had, and that was the first and last one that I bought, do not be fooled by the measurements. Do not let them deceive you. These pieces are a lot bigger than you think they are. And when I sold this piece, it was still at my parents' place, so when I went to go pick it up, it wouldn't fit in my car, my four-door sedan. I had to borrow my dad's van to eventually take it to my house to shoot this video, and then take it to the post office That's how big these pieces are. Imagine how big the pieces are, and then imagine how much bigger the boxes have to be. So that's something to consider. I don't think this is for your average collector. I think this is for someone who has a good amount of space and dedicated space for something like this. So yeah, I would say if you have the money, if you verify authenticity, and if you have the space, by all means, go for it. Definitely recommend it. That about does it for this video. I do thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. And let's go get it. Thank you. Welcome.